Today on the Hangout, the Greek Freak runs roughshod over the Raps. How will they respond? LeBron James ballin', while Paul George left Colin foul. And the Cook takes game 1 from WrestleMania. Hangouts! Stay calm and keep balling, Raptor fans. This is the Hangout, Canada's home for talking hoops. I am Akil Augustine, and we're a little worried, but I think they will right the ship. Let's talk to our guests. First guest, as always, is Dan Gladman here on the Hangout, producer of the Raptors broadcast. I won't even let you talk yet. I know you're holding yourself till we get into the thick of it. One of our favorite personalities, my main man, Kashif. How you doing? Nice onesie.
I'm good, man. Do you like this little thing I picked up for you, Akil, man?
You guys can expect nothing but entertainment from this young man right here. And an OG, a vet of the basketball game, producer, broadcaster, my man Jason Thom. Thank you for coming out.
My debut.
Yes. Wow, that's weird. It's your debut?
Yep.
Damn, we've been hating on you for a while.
You said it, not me.
Sweet, it's about time you got this guy on the couch, okay? All right, so let's jump into it. The Toronto Raptors scored 83 points in 4 quarters of basketball against the Bucks at home. Kashif, I love starting with you. Are you concerned now?
Am I concerned?
Yes.
I've been concerned from the beginning of the season, man.
Okay.
We know how the Raptors are in the regular season. These guys are ferocious, like terrifying Raptors. They come on the court, they play consistently. But when it comes to the playoffs, they're always inconsistent. Kyle Lowry, trash. DeMar DeRozan, But you know what? Raptors as a whole, never convincing. Never convincing the postseason.
Tell me how you really
I didn't
feel.
expect anything better
Never
than this,
convincing.
man.
They were
Never.
pretty convincing last year.
Last year when they got
won the
lucky,
Final
7
Four.
games against
They didn't-
Indiana.
there's no
7
getting
games
lucky.
against
They didn't get
Miami.
lucky.
That's luck, man.
They didn't-
7 games?
Let's calm down
All
a
right,
little
man.
bit.
I had
Okay.
too much coffee
It was a poor game 1. There's no question about it. And there
About
is
as poor as
cause
it
for
can be.
concern. There's cause for some anxiety. But we've seen this before. They've lost going back. It's 9 straight game
But
1s.
you just said that.
You
We've
should be
seen this
concerned.
before. Why do we keep seeing this? Because that was the 8th consecutive opening
We can't worry about game 1 right now. Now it's about game 2, and now there's some adversity. Their backs are to the wall, and
But
what we
why,
saw.
though?
That doesn't matter right now. What matters is what we saw last year. When their backs are to the wall, that's when they do tend to play their best basketball.
Jay, you want to chime in here?
It's all about adjustments, right?
Yes,
So, I
that's
mean, heading into game 2, what adjustments are Dwayne Casey going to make? And what did worry me after game 1 is that he said that the Bucks didn't do anything that they didn't expect.
That's troubling.
So somebody within the Raptors either didn't go with the game plan or the game plan that they have just definitely didn't work. And my other worry there is that Jason Kidd on the other side, whatever he had planned worked perfectly. And that's the worry.
There's no way Casey was expecting a double-double from Greg Monroe.
No,
That almost came out of nowhere.
But
You know he's capable of it, but he's been buried on the bench all year.
He was in the doghouse
And
all
all of a sudden, Milwaukee has the transition game, which killed them, but also this inside-out game that's going to be the big adjustment for the Raptors.
And that's what the Raps are going to need to do as well. They're going to need to work inside out because before the series, Jay Kidd said that JV would be the X factor, and he was a non-factor in that first game. Outside of that first quarter, right?
I thought he played well for what he did.
For what he
in the
did, but
limited
they need to
minutes.
use him, right?
Yep.
They need to work, and then that's another thing when you're talking about Kyle Lowry. He always has the ball in his hands. You need to get that ball out of his hands. He needs to be a spot-up shooter to see those percentages go up.
Quickly, before we move on to Kyle's comments post-game 1, I want to talk about this theory that, and I think Dwayne has something prepared with P.J. Tucker. P.J. Tucker had some comments about the fact that, why is this team always losing game 1? Like, they almost
okay with
expected to lose game 1. That kind of changes their frame of mind and changes how they type. Why is that?
It's a gift and the curse with the Raptors, man. Gifted in the regular season, cursed in the postseason. That's how it's always been.
But why do they need to lose the first game? Like, what is it about this group
You know
that they have to have their back against the wall?
They don't take it serious enough, man.
Wow.
They always come into the game super confident, overly confident, and what happens? They get slapped.
But there's no in-game
got
adjustments
slapped.
from Casey. I didn't see any changes within the game. I think Dwayne's good game 1 to game 2, but his in-game adjustments are almost non-existent.
It's still just one game, and yes, it's bad on them for losing and coming out flat.
It's the playoffs, though.
Now
One game.
that said, it is kind of a pattern that we've seen during the year. Sometimes they don't hit their shots. They were 5 of 23 from 3. We know the magic number for them is hitting 8 or 9 shots. Those were open shots. okay? You get to game 2, you can't just say they didn't come out, they didn't take it seriously because it was game 1. They missed a lot of shots that they have the ability to make.
They're overly confident. And the thing is, especially with the track record that they have,
had been playing
losing
great.
the opening game, these guys need to take it more serious and take it to the next level, man.
Okay, Kyle Lowry made some comments that, jumped off the page a bit if you're the average basketball fan. The quote is up. We call it passively aggressive because there's something to be taken away from this quote. I'll just give you the main point, which is my teammates want me to be more aggressive, so I'm going to have to force some more shots. Which, if you look at the verbiage of that sentence, first off, that means he's forcing shots, and he's going to have to force more shots. Jason, Tom, what is your takeaway from that quote?
Well, that's great offense, right? Forcing shots. Isn't that what you want? Well, it's quite obvious that Dwayne Casey and Kyle Lowry have been at odds on and off for their entire tenure together.
Yes.
And I would say right now they're definitely at odds. And Dwayne needs to get away from the exact same offense of dribble, drive, kick out, primary ball handler being Kyle and DeMar. He needs to get away from that, and I think that is what Kyle is saying as well through the media. Do I think that's a positive thing to do in the playoffs? Definitely not, but he does have some points. The corner threes were wide open. They just weren't hitting them.
But listen, I don't know about Kyle Lowry, man. He shot 2 for 11. So what are we going to go, 4 for 22 if he's going to force more shots? I don't want to see none of that, man. Kyle Lowry needs to spread that ball around.
And they were tough contested shots.
That's not Kyle's game.
Well, can I throw this at you, Dan? We saw Kyle take some tough contested shots in that game 1. Is it not on the responsibility of the coaching staff now to find easier ways to get this team buckets? Because it seems like the offense is very one-dimensional and very dependent on the dribble drive and very dependent on DeMar isoing.
Okay, I don't know if I'm going to say it's on the coaches to figure that out.
The offense? It's not on the coaches to figure out the offense?
The team's been playing for 82 games. The offense has been pretty solid. Kyle was out with injury with the wrist surgery, missed 20 games. The offense took a dip. The defense got better, but the offense went down a little bit. Now he's back. He has a role in that offense. There's going to be a little bit less passing, but he's got to hit his shot. DeMar Carroll's got to hit his shot. Patrick Patterson's got to hit his shot. I think they're getting their opportunities. Well, but they have to hit them, and if not, then next man up and get Norman Powell in there to try some shots.
Quickly before we go on to the Bucks.
Really quick, I mean, when you talk about percentages, Kyle Lowry is a career 31% three-point shooter in the postseason and 37% field goal percentage in the playoffs. That's really tough, and I want to give him I want to give him a pass coming off the injury, and the fact that he hasn't been back. No, but at the same time, you have to look at the entirety of it all, and I think that's why the offense has to change.
All right, you know what? Forget it. Let's not even talk about the Bucks. They won 97-83. It's obvious that they're doing something right. Shouts out to Ray Monroe
and J. Kidd.
And Chris Middleton. J. Kidd seems to have the Rads number. Well, when we return, we have more NBA playoff basketball to break down. Shouts out to all the fans, both Raptors and Leafs, that came out to
Steele's birthday party.
Shout out to Talib Kweli, my guy, Black Star 123. That's me on stage with Big Mike. Big Mike won himself some tickets for strip teasing. We'll be back Tuesday, 2 hours before tip. Come out and join us. But until then, enjoy these commercials. We'll be back with more Hangout